Maido. Hi there, Japan fans. Today's show, we're going to be talking about chats over coffee. Present, Master Shimashou. This is the 8th year of the Presentation Japan series podcast, and we are beaming around the world to you from sunny Minato-ku in Tokyo. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Tokyo franchise owner, the president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, which is Zaegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery, or in Japanese, Anata Present no Tachijin. My other books include Stop Wasting Money on Training, which in Japanese is Training de Okane o Muda ni Suru no wa Yamimashou. And my just released new book is Japan Leadership Mastery, and all are available on Amazon. Through this podcast, I want to help you become a better speaker to be 1, clear, 2, confident, 3, persuasive, 4, highly influential with those around you. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn. Unlike many other hosting organizations, Libsyn have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on Apple Podcasts. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show podcast. Tuesday, the Presentations Japan series, and every second Tuesday, the Business Tachijin no Oshie show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series, and every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show podcast, and Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Now, this is episode number 407, and today we are talking about coffee chats do not train you for presenting in Japan. As a vigorous networker, constantly in motion, always looking for new clients, I attend a lot of events. Usually there are speakers or panel discussions, or sometimes both. In this regard, I probably see over 100 people a year presenting in Japan. One consistent theme across all of these presentations is the lack of understanding of the ba, ba, when speaking. This ba in Japanese means the physical locale or place or occasion in this context. What I notice is that the speakers are confusing the ba as a presenter. They address the audience in the same voice strength, body language projection, and gesture application as they would use if they were sitting together having a chat over coffee with their friend. You might wonder why they would do that when they are there facing an audience of 50 people or more. Why can't they scale up what they are doing to suit the much larger assembly? Don't they feel the need to engage the entire audience once they have been given the shot to address the masses? Basically, they have no clue because they've never received any training on presenting. Their only reference point is coffee chats with a friend, and they just keep that template for the larger occasion. And I'm sure they have seen someone present professionally, but I feel there must be a mental disconnect between what they are witnessing and how they see themselves. Perhaps even that's too optimistic for Japan because they may have never seen a professional presentation here because they are so rare. Regardless, if they have ever seen a professional presentation, they were just observers rather than students. They didn't see what was going on as a model. They were just passive audience members observing someone else going through the motions. Once you've been trained, you automatically become a critic and keen observer of what the speaker is doing because you have a range of relevant reference points to compare against. The combination of panelists and speakers I saw on a recent event had a common theme. No differentiation of the bar for this occasion and chatting over coffee with a friend. The voices were quiet. The energy low to non-existent. The body language Turned off completely. No passion. No highlights. No takeaways. No persuasion attempt. It was as flat as a pancake. Find out when we come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public courses, but we also do custom in-house programs. We do them in Japanese, we do them in English, we do them in our super safe classroom, and we do them live online. Our show today is being brought to you on the 25th of October by our Leadership Training for Managers course 3-day version. December 5th, we'll be doing a 3-day version of the Dale Carnegie course. Also, December 5th and 6th, we're doing HIP, High Impact Presentations in English. Actually, I'll be teaching that one. February 22nd and 23rd, 2025, we'll be doing another High Impact Presentations course, this time in Japanese. Our website is www.dale-carnegie.co.jp. Email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. If you like learning by watching videos, then we have over 2,300 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's the premier business show in Japan, every Monday Tokyo time. Fridays we have the Japan Business Mastery Show, and on Saturdays we release Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders from SMEs right up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Now, every second Thursday we release the Business Pro Television Show. Don't forget to grab my business best-selling books on Japan on Amazon. Japan Sales Mastery, which is Saegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery, or in Japanese, Anata mo Presen no Tachijin. My other books include Stop Wasting Money on Training, which in Japanese is Training de Okane o Muri ni suru wa yamemashou, and my just released new book is Japan Leadership Mastery, and all are available on Amazon. Welcome back. Yet, here were a large number of company representatives giving their ideas on a particular subject, without much in the way of real commitment or passion. A number of them were youngish, if late 20s, early 30s counts as youngish. Is that an excuse? I don't think so. Whatever age they were, no one on that stage had given much thought to what they were doing and what they wanted to achieve. It was obvious that representing their firm well as professionals was not in their minds, and yet here they were, on stage, speaking to us in the audience. Just speaking more strongly would have made a big difference, not yelling. They had microphones, so there was no need for yelling, but there was a big need to have more vocal power, especially hitting key words. It was all a series of monotones, one after another. There's no passion for their subject or their point of view, and that is a death sentence in the persuasion business. No storytelling either. They gave up such a major opportunity to connect with their audience by telling personal stories which would have made the point they were getting at. It was just a lot of talking without much to say really, and so very disappointing. Engaging the audience was not in their minds whatsoever. This makes sense if coffee chats are your only reference point for presenting. One-on-one over coffee, you don't have to project yourself. Engage the other person or lift your voice. The average person is just not trained to know what to look for. At the event, I was chatting with a female lawyer about how poor lawyers are as speakers at their own seminars where they are trying to find clients. She had no idea what I was talking about. As it turned out, the hosting firm's senior legal counsel gave a speech at the event, and afterwards I referenced it to my lawyer companion as an example of what the problem is with the way lawyers are trained. She had just seen the same speech, but she couldn't distinguish what was missing. Like most people, she had no clue what to look for. I gave her some examples from the talk, and I could see a glimmer of a light bulb going on inside her mind, a faint glimmer, to be sure. The coffee chat bar and the stage bar are totally different. On stage, we have to be bigger. We have to do more, be bolder, louder, more energized, more persuasive, more engaging. We have to be on rather than passive and acting like a spectator, when in fact we are the main act. Did you get value from today's show? If you did, then share the love around with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Until the next episode, go out there and apply the learnings from today and become a presentations legend amongst your circle. Thank you for joining me, and please tune in next week. Remember, I'm in your corner, your go-to guy for soft skills training in Tokyo, committed to your success here in Nippon.